Well, hello and welcome to live Barclays Women's Super League coverage of Bristol City versus Aston Villa from Ashton Gate. It's a face-off between the bottom two in the English top flight, with today's hosts in 11th place after finally getting their first win of the league season last time out with a come-from-behind success over West Ham in the capital. While for Villa, they still await their first victory of the season in the BWSL after 5 straight defeats. That leaves them bottom of the standings and without a point so far. Villa at least managed to claim a win in the League Cup in midweek, a morale-boosting 5-0 success at Sheffield United, and perhaps that might just kickstart their campaign. Bristol City were also in Conti Cup action during the week, but unlike Villa, they slumped to a group stage loss at the hands of Arsenal, who came out on top by 3 goals to 1. Bristol City didn't win either of their 2 previous BWSL league games against Villa in the 2021 campaign, losing 4-0 at home and drawing 2-2 away. But after such a resilient display at West Ham, can they get it right this afternoon? Let's check out the teams for you. Bristol City make one change to the side that won at West Ham. Jamie Lee Napier is injured, so Abby Harrison, who scored 24 goals in the Championship over the previous 2 seasons, comes in for her first start in the BWSL this term. And as for the visitors, Aston Villa, well, they do make alterations. Kenza Darley starts for the first time in the leagues this season. She was injured, of course, earlier this campaign. Rachel Corsi and Adriana Leon are also recalled in 3 changes all told to the side that were thumped 6-0 at home by Chelsea in their last league outing. Lucy Staniforth, Jordan Nobbs and Alicia Lemon make way, but they are all on the bench. Villa's away form was really slumped recently, but perhaps they can get it right today against this Bristol City side. It will be crucial, of course, for them to do so. They have been unlucky in a number of their games so far this season, but this will not be easy against a Bristol City side that managed to get their first win of the campaign last time out. Well, today is Remembrance Sunday, and ahead of kick-off, we pause to remember those that have sacrificed their lives and who have fought to preserve our freedoms.
Football Club remembers those who fought not only in the World Wars, but also all British servicemen and women who volunteered, served, fought and died for us. We salute the service and sacrifice of all those that have defended our freedoms and protected our way of life. The ode of remembrance will be followed by a moment of silence, which will end on the referee's whistle. Please remain silent until you hear the referee's whistle. They shall grow not old, as we are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun in the morning, we will remember them.
Football remembers, and a moment's silence impeccably observed by all at Ashton Gate. So here we go, 2 sides that have really struggled this season. It is Bristol City versus Aston Villa in the Barclays Women's Super League. Difficult one to call given their struggles, but Bristol City with that huge win, of course, last time out. A come-from-behind success against West Ham. They will fancy their chances of getting back-to-back successes. Ahead of the action, the players take a knee. Underway then at Aston Gate. Bristol City aiming to build upon that win, of course, last time out. For Aston Villa, well, they were thumped by Chelsea in the BWSL, going down by 6-0. It means now that they have conceded some 16 goals already in the BWSL this season. The same amount, incidentally, as Bristol City. Neither defence has been watertight. You suspect that we are going to see quite a number of goals over the course of this afternoon. It will be fascinating to see which of these two teams are the more ambitious. Certainly you tend to think it should be Aston Villa off the back of a really good campaign, of course, last season. Let's not forget that they were 5th, and you always suspected that they would be the team potentially to kick on and maybe try and establish themselves as maybe a top 4 club and maybe start to challenge the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal and Manchester City and Manchester United. They were the next in line, but this season has been such a poor start. They really have to try and get it ready, turn it around sooner rather than later. Defeats at the hands of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and of course that Chelsea defeat last time out. You could argue that their schedule has been testing, but perhaps the defeats at the hands of Liverpool and Tottenham, in which they did take the lead in, those were the games that really, on paper, I'm sure that Carla Ward would have looked at them and thought, yeah, we can get something from those fixtures. But it wasn't to be, and it means it is played 5, lost 5, scored just 3 goals so far this season for the Midlands club. I tend to think that they will be the team that will play on the front foot, but we shall see over the course of this fixture. As for Bristol City, well, we mentioned that win last time out, of course. Prior to that, they were beaten by Arsenal narrowly, only going down by 2-1. Katie McCabe, of course, with the winner for Arsenal that day. They were thumped by Manchester City. They were beaten away from home by Tottenham. Their first match of the season, of course, against Leicester. They went down by 4-2. It was a game in which they did take the lead in. That would have been the perfect start after, of course, coming up from the Championship last season, but they were eventually thumped 4-2. That was really disappointing. It sort of set the tone for the first month or so of the campaign, but that win over West Ham, well, we'll hope that they can follow it up this time around with another success. It will not be easy, though, against this Aston Villa side. Abby Harrison with a touch. Really good to see her back in action for Bristol City. 7 goals last season in the Championship. She had a really good campaign the previous year. 17, yet to score in just 1 substitute appearance so far this season in the league. Can she make her mark and just remind everybody of what a good player she is? This is Ella Powell over on the left-hand side, who looks to show a little bit of strength and does really well. Here is Abby Harrison looking to curl the ball in towards that far post. It's good delivery as well. Bjorn Morgan was waiting. It's nodded behind for a corner. Good positive start here. Morgan across to take. And plenty in Bristol City red weight inside the penalty area. Morgan pretty much on the penalty spot. You can see Aston Villa, a combination of zonal marking and player to player. That's interesting. Lofted in towards that back post, comfortably taken by Daphne van Domselaar. Yet to record a clean sheet since coming to the club, signed from Twente. The Dutch side, after 15 clean sheets in 20 games last season, she only conceded in 5 fixtures. Incredible run. She won 3 titles with the Dutch team. Netherlands international, who played in a Nations League fixture against England recently. Played at the World Cup as well. Wasn't first choice at the World Cup, just played once, but a very, very good stopper. And one that Aston Villa thought would really give them something of an upgrade. Hasn't quite worked out so far, but in fairness to her, she's not been given that much protection in a number of the fixtures. They were desperately like against Arsenal. I saw the game at the Emirates Stadium, and it was a game that you might recall saw the return of Beth Mead very, very late on after the best part of a year out. She had a hand in the winning goal that came very, very late on. 2 goals late on in that fixture, giving Arsenal the win. That's a really good touch inside the penalty area. A twist and a turn here, but Kirsty Hansen unable to get the shot away. Sent off against Manchester United earlier this season, of course, in that 2-1 home defeat. 7 goals last season, and a real threat over on the left-hand side. Here she goes again. Of course, a former Manchester United player, having previously been at Doncaster Bells and a Scottish international. Another who was involved in Nations League football in October. Dynamic runner, really good close control, and a player to watch over on that Villa left. Bristol City will know all about her, I'm sure. Lauren Smith, who's done brilliantly over the last few seasons with Bristol City. It wasn't easy going down, of course. A couple of years ago they finished bottom and then third as they attempted to bounce back to the BWSL, first time of asking, but they fell short. But last season they got the job done by a point from Birmingham. They did lose their last game to Birmingham, but it didn't matter. They had already managed to win the title and therefore grab promotion. Really good season, winning 15 of their 22 games, and very good at home as well. Managed to pick up some 8 wins from 11 games on their own patch, but this season it's been a little tougher. Yet to secure a point, in fact, at Ashton Gate. Been some big crowds here as well. 12,000 came for the Arsenal game. We'll get the crowd to you at some stage during the second half, I'm sure. Aston Villa, though, with a free kick here, and it's going to be curled inside the penalty area. It's flicked down but wide. Daniel Turner in a good position. She did score against Sheffield United in the League Cup in midweek, that 5-0 win, and well, you'd like to think that would be a boost. Yes, it was against Sheffield United, a second-tier side, but Rachel Daly was on the score sheet, backed herself a hat-trick after that brilliant season last term. Of course, she was top goal scorer in the BWSL with 22 goals. She had a wonderful year, of course, played in the World Cup with England, scored against China in that 6-1 success. She's got 31 goals in 60 games in the BWSL. She is a terrific striker, leads the line so well. So many good attributes. An old-fashioned number 9 in some ways, but the runs that she makes from deep can also be good. Really has got a bit of everything. Makes her a very, very difficult striker to defend against. Bristol City would have done their homework, I'm sure. Villa's last success away at Bristol City, that 4-0 win back in December 2020, when obviously Bristol City were a top-flight side. First time that they'd won a BWSL game by a 4-goal margin. Their only bigger win on the road since then came against Reading back in May of this year, winning 5-0. Here is Hansen once again, just to take a touch. Laura Brinkilo waits inside the penalty area. Rachel Daly as well. In comes the delivery towards Daly. Good defensive work from Naomi Lazelle. Yeah, Daly just complaining she got a bit of a shove there, but I think that was just good, strong defensive play from Lazelle, who's making a good name for himself here. The number 4, she played in 20 games last season. She's still just 19. 4th season at Bristol City, England under-19 international, and she's a player that you would expect to move through the grades and the age groups if she continues to impress as she has been doing for Bristol City. Oh, that's a clever flick as well towards Abby Harrison on this near side. Good close control as well. It's a good-looking ball. It's flicked inside the penalty area. Bristol City supporters believe that something could be happening here. It's off the crossbar, but the whistle has gone. Harrison, she's a clever player. She can drop deep, she can play the ball over the top. She's a good runner. Saw it so often last season. Obviously, there's been some signings for Bristol City in the summer. There she is, and she's dropped down the pecking order. But anyone who saw her play over the last 2 years in the Championship will know what a good player she is. Last goals were in the Championship in a late success last season. 4-0 win over Charlton. Last time, incidentally, the Bristol City managed to win at home. Let's see what Villa can do here. Really will make the run outside to win. And he's just flicked away from the England international. Goes out for a corner. Well, plenty of cut and thrust inside the opening 10 minutes, and you'd expect nothing else, because both of the coaches, Lauren Smith of Bristol City and Carla Ward of Aston Villa, will almost certainly look at this fixture and say, well, right, this is a game that we can win, given the form of the opposition. Expecting goals and a good game this afternoon. Corner for Aston Villa. driven in. Daly with a flick, good effort as well, and then hoisted over. It was Megan Connolly with the second opportunity. Player who was signed from Brighton in the summer, just unable to keep it down. She's suggesting that there was a nick somewhere and it should have been a corner. How about this for the flick from Daly? That's really good. Claiming a corner, they don't get it, Aston Villa. And players worldwide will always claim the decision should go in their favour, and it's never quite as clear-cut. Here's Harrison. Good close control. Oh, that's a poor ball, though, and an opportunity here to pounce. Fine save. Kess does well to get down. Straight away, Bristol City coming forward. This is Powell. Fed back initially from Turner. This is Mailing. Through the middle, looking to try and get the ball through towards Testrup, who's scored 3 goals in 5 matches so far this season. She didn't score in any of her first 10 WSL fixtures, but she's been in really good form after moving from West Ham in the summer, and indeed scored against a former club last time out. 28, she's got good experience. She was in the Netherlands with PSV, also played at Liverpool and with Roma in Italy. Danish international, though hasn't been used for the Danish national side for a few years, but if she continues her form, and she has been this season, one suspects that she might get another bit of a go. Bristol City coming forward. Good running in midfield once again. Bristol City getting players forward. Morgan on that right-hand side has popped up on a couple of occasions. Testing ball in. And Domsalar pounces. Well, that's twice now we've seen her get forward on that right-hand side. She's a good runner. It's a clever ball, just unable to find a teammate. Welsh international, but against Denmark, incidentally, a Nations League fixture just last month. She got 5 goals last season in the promotion campaign. This is her 3rd season at Bristol City after previously being with Crystal Palace. Patton, former Arsenal youngster, didn't really get too much of a go with the Gunners, ever present so far this season with Aston Villa. She was on loan previously. He's been in senior England squads, but an under-21 international. Scored in that crazy 11-0 success against Fylde in the FA Cup for Villa last season. Some awkward touch in the middle third as Villa look to break forward again. There's some strong challenges coming in. No quarter Aston given. This is Daly to try and make sense of it all. Tries to feed it over on that left-hand side. Hansen was making the run. Back towards Marquis. And will play it out cleverly and neatly to Connolly. Connolly just about decants to the right-hand side. This is Aspin. And now Lezelle. Nominally a back 3 with wing-backs, but defensively it's very much a back 5. We've seen that with Bristol City this season. They are very compact. Testrup is the lone striker. Here's Harrison to curl forwards. Villa, a more standard 4-3-3 really. Hansen on that left-hand side, Adriana Leon. We've not seen too much of in the opening quarter of an hour on the right, with obviously Rachel Daly through the centre. Be interesting to see Kenza Dali. She came back from the World Cup with an injury. She's been nursed back to full fitness. Interesting to hear from Lauren Smith, who reported recently that she was back running and getting fully fit. There's a question mark to whether she's match fit, but that will come. And I guess given Villa's results this season, why not throw her in and see what she can do? She's a really good player. I'll be back to this near side. Lesell will let that one bounce back. It will be an Aston Villa throw, in fact. Bristol City, who drew their previous League Cup group game with Southampton, but they lost on penalties. Obviously, the bonus point didn't come their way. Looking to win back-to-back BWSL matches for the first time since January 2019. Obviously not been in the top flight for all of that time. You can skew the stats a little bit. Good movement on this right-hand side for Adriana Leon. This is Mailing. Fed back for Patton. Here is Anna Patton again. Well, they're just beginning to dominate a little bit here. 61% possession to the hosts, 39 in the opening 16 minutes or so. It's a small sample size, but Bristol City may be happy to try and play on the counter-attack. Lost 3 of the last 6 in the Championship last season. They've lost 7 of their last 11, both the second tier and the top tier. Haven't managed to clean sheet in their last 8 in all competitions, Bristol City, but they're coming forwards here. Good run on the left-hand side, looking to get the shot curled in. Testrup. And it comes again towards the Danish striker. Cleared away. Good movement from Testrup on a number of occasions. Confidence of scoring goals, you can see that, the runs that she makes. So Villa build from the back once again. Pacheco, the left back, scored a goal against Arsenal in that defeat against Emirates. Only a second goal in her BWSL career. This is her 113th appearance in the top division. Killer Brown controls well. Daly edge of the penalty area. 2 inside the box here. It might fall towards Rachel Daly. Cleared away by Connolly. Just getting the feeling that Villa are beginning to dominate a little bit here. There's much more play in that Bristol City defensive third at the moment, and just an opportunity to slow things down maybe here. Morgan will leave the throw, and it will be Ella Powell on that right-hand side to take. She's featured in every single game. She did score in that come-from-behind win against West Ham last time out. A combative character. She picked up some 4 yellow cards last season, something from Birmingham. Another Welsh international in the books of Bristol City. Here is Lesell. Now it's with Abby Harrison. Because she's slipped out of favour for a club, she hasn't been involved with the Scottish national side recently. Her last cap coming back in March. And if she impresses here, no doubt she could be back in for the next round of fixtures. Bristol City have conceded plenty of ground here among all the teams that have played 50 or more games on home soil in the BWSL. Bristol City have lost the highest percentage of their games, 62%. This is their 79th home game in the top division. 2 games away, or 2 wins away from the 50, and they've lost 15 of their last 18 at home in the BWSL. Just 2 wins in that sequence. Last WSL success was against Reading back in March of 23. 3-2 success. March of 21, I should say. Here is Villa coming forward again. Hanser on the left-hand side. Blinkilla Brown played it towards, and that's going to be another corner. Second corner off the game to Aston Villa, going to be short. Adriana Leon, the Canadian international, has gone across to help out if a short corner is required. Good movement inside the area. Patton has moved inside the 6-yard box. Good delivery as well, cleared away by Harrison. Bounces through. Gary Jones can't get a touch initially, and Aston Villa will win it back. Turner initially. Clever ball, just a little too much on it. Good running from Adriana Leone, gives the thumbs up. Moving to that left-hand side, the Canadian, who was signed from Portland Thorns, one of the big clubs, of course, in the United States. Had some 4 years at West Ham and a very brief spell at Manchester United, and has been much travelled in the States. Part of the Canadian side that won the Olympic gold in the postponed Tokyo Olympics the other summer. Cleared away. Laser will look to clear. Here's Harrison. Bristol City coming forward. And plenty in good positions here. That's a fine strike as well. Well, Fionn Morgan has done really well on a number of occasions on that right-hand side. Aston Villa slow things down. Midpoint then of the first half, no goals so far, but incidents on both ends. Keepers have had to make comfortable saves rather than anything that's extended them so far. Keys, the Bristol City stopper, and Van Domselaar, the Villa keeper. Going to bounce through to that right-hand side. It's cleared away well. Deep across this time, really good claim. Marquise comes. Well, no clean sheet so far this season for Kayla Marquise. She was signed from Kirk, the Danish side. She was a title winner previous couple of campaigns. Last season, 14 clean sheets, but this is a step up. Oh, lovely ball if it's kept in play as well. Harrison does really well. She got the pace or trickery here, not quite. Down the flanks at the moment. Good effort, fine save. Well, she took it on nice and early, the Tistro. Really good strike this, it was dipping. And then Domselaar will turn it over. corner for Bristol City here. Just outside the quadrant by the looks of things. Another good delivery towards that back post, and it's a looping header that's over. Well, it's another opportunity for Bristol City. They haven't managed to take them thus far, but set pieces and counter-attacks is the T-strub shot. Once again, set it up nicely. Phil Morgan, in fact, it was that had the shot on that occasion that was tipped over. Finesse. Really fast feet on the left-hand side from Hansen. And that's really good work inside the area as well. It's towards Daly. And indeed, Blinkilla Brown, who was coming in on that, and he's cleared away again. Ricocheted out for a corner. It's going to be a goal kick. We've got an issue here. So just an opportunity for both of the coaches here to speak to their players. 28 minutes in, and that spectacular shot that was well saved. Aside from that, that's the closest we've gone to a goal, and the players with their own debrief at the moment as we wait for the player to get a little bit of treatment. Hopefully, we will be able to resume sooner rather than later. So eventually we restart, and no further issues, it would appear, as Aston Villa immediately resume with some attacking intent. And again, it's clear towards that left-hand side. Mailing will take it on, and then I think she's fouled by our opposite number, Powell. It must have been just a late challenge there. It's a free kick here for Aston Villa. Called in, it's good delivery. Flicked on, but flicked wide. Got the final touch on that, was it, Rachel Coursey? Might have been. First season at Villa now, didn't score last season. All this spells in the United States, of course, briefly at Birmingham and Notts County in the past. Much decorated in Scotland. And still very much part of the Scottish national side. Lazelle. By Connolly, Marquise. Oh, that's good pressure from Aston Villa. Patton. Options left and right. Recycled to this near side. This is Mailing. Well, Bristol City do well to win it back, and Abby Harrison to the forefront of that once again. She's had a good opening half an hour here for Bristol City. None of these two sides can really break each other down at the moment. Aston Villa have had more of the ball, certainly. They've had 6 shots to Bristol City's 4. Their expected goals is just 0.26 though to Bristol City's 0.18. That gives you some indication of the quality of chances that have been created so far. But it also suggests that chances are being created, but certainly not clear-cut ones. Shot from distance that we saw from Rachel Furness earlier. Closest we come to a goal. Fast feet from Daly doesn't quite come off. Aston Villa lose possession. This is Connolly over to the right-hand side. But Morgan unable to keep that one in play. Villa have a throw just past the half hour then here. Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 0. Now, what does the referee spot? We've got a further injury, unfortunately. And it's Abby Harrison who's struggling. The referee just wants a quick word. Melissa Bergen, incidentally, the match day official. She stood in Bristol City's last home win, which was last season against Charlton in the Championship. Connolly away. I just get the feeling there that Rodgers wasn't quite ready for that. This is Lyon, and still going. Terrific covering challenge. Lyon will get another go to try and win it back, but Bristol City should be able to clear here. Oh, and then a late foul. And really good work from Naomi Lazelle. And a yellow card has come out here to Lyon as well. Well, she was frustrated that she couldn't get the better of Naomi Lazelle, and then as Lazelle started to race forward, Lyon took the law into her own hands and tried to win it back and slid in, but unfortunately for her, it was a mistimed challenge. It was an awkward one, and it results in a yellow card, the first caution of the game. Connolly to take the free kick for Bristol City. Harrison to control and prod it back. Bristol City still have possession, just about kept in play by Furness to curl it inside the penalty area. Oh, that's good goalkeeping, Daphne Van Domselaar. Keeping a keen eye on proceedings and racing outside of a 6-yard box to come and collect, and Villa will once again try and progress from the back. This is Mas Pacheco on the left-hand side. pattern. Nailing right flank. Lyon calling for it as well. Here she is. Claiming she was caught there by Ella Powell, but play continues. Still down at the moment. Adriana Lyon. Flick through, and Lyon's on the move here, and Daly's inside the penalty area. She can make it, she can't. It's an awkward looking bounce. Just about retained possession, Aston Villa with Hansen. Now an opportunity maybe to prod it inside the net from inside the 6-yard box, but it's cleared away by Bristol City, living really dangerously. Just unable to produce a final shot inside the area. It ricocheted around, it wouldn't sit. Corsi to battle and win it. Here is Anapan. And now Mailing. But to come forward again. Lyon looking to stay onside. Up against Powell here, who just stands off a little bit. Adriana Lyon can't get the crossing just yet. Then she does. Too close to Kayla Marquis, who's been excellent so far, the Bristol City stopper. She's had a commanding game. Still looking for her first clean sheet of the campaign, but well over a third of the way there. Back from Bristol City. Villa Brown stretches and wins it, and then loses out. It's going to be a free kick. This time it's Carrie Jones who's the perpetrator. Aston Villa coming forward. 8 minutes remaining of this first half. They've been the side that have looked to take the game to Bristol City, but you could argue that Bristol City have been a bit more dangerous on the break. It's overhit and it's going to bounce through. Hansen can't keep it in place. She does well to put the pressure on. Pace of play has been good for much of this fixture, but it's just slowed down a little bit here. Aston Villa have lost their last two on their travels to Liverpool and Arsenal this season, but only 2 defeats the last 10 in all competitions. Generally travel well, scored in 9 of their last 10 as well, but they haven't found a way through this well-drilled and organised Bristol City backline just yet. Villa have possession once more. Harrison intercepts and comes forward for Bristol City. That's got the crowd up on their feet. Needs an out ball though here, has to play it back. Well down the line. Ricochets around, Daly takes control, and Aston Villa are on the move. Well, it was a nice idea, but the execution was just off a little there by Laura Brinkilla-Brown. And Bristol City coming forward again. Morgan from Jones's touch. This is Rogers. Fed back initially towards Aston, but it's been won back by Aston Villa. We've got a player down at the moment. Might need to hold play. So another pause through proceedings here, and Carla Ward just speaking to Adriana Leon. She's had an interesting battle on that right-hand side with a number of the members of the Bristol City backline. It's been a good duel, one that you'd have to say Bristol City have come out on top in so far, because they managed to keep the clean sheet, but Bristol City's attacks have been a little more sporadic in the last few minutes. And it's Villa that have bossed the possession stats so far, 66.7 to 33.3. Jones, incidentally, was booked for that foul previously. So a card apiece to the two sides here. And just another break in play here. Westerberg in the match day official, just speaking to a couple of the Villa players. Shoulder injury by the looks of things here. Doesn't look particularly good. This would be a real blow for Aston Villa, that is for sure. She's going to come back on. Flicked on cleverly, Adriana Leon makes the move a split second too soon. The flag is already up. That must have been tight. That must have been really tight. Flag went up straight away, in fairness to the assistant referee on this near side. Pacheco to try and reverse the play with a crossfield ball, but doesn't get enough on it. Might get a second go here. Fed back by Patton. Now Hansen. Oh, energy on that left-hand side, as we've seen throughout this first half at Ashton Gate. Trying to trick away beyond Fionn Morgan. Pacheco again. Kenzadali calling for it. Here is Kenzadali. Not seen enough of her. Maybe for Aston Villa. Been good at keeping possession. They've had plenty of it, but it's the clear-cut opportunities that they've lacked so far. What about now? Leon lets the ball bounce. Had to take it first time. It was difficult for her, in fairness. Wasn't an easy ball. It was just a foot or so over here. So 30 seconds of the 45 remaining, but we've had two significant stoppages here, so we are going to get some added on time at the end of this first period, that is for certain. Can any of the two sides make anything of it in the last 10 seconds plus added on time? Morgan again coming forward over on that right-hand side. Pacheco looking to clear. It's a block from Carrie Jones. That's going to be a throw into Aston Villa. And Villa will come forward again. Daly. 6 minutes of added time, and although it's a lot, it feels about right, given the stoppages that we've had here at Ashton Gate. So 6 minutes to see if any one of these two sides can break the deadlock here. I mean, in lots of ways, both right at the bottom of the table, the foot of the standings. It's 11th hosting 12th, remember, here. They would welcome a point, yes, but obviously be looking to get a little bit more from it. Aston Villa coming forward again. Pacheco on the left-hand side. That's a good sliding interception. It's a corner for Aston Villa, but that's really good running from Brooke Aspin once again. Had that opportunity with a header earlier on in this first half. She scored against West Ham, former England under 17 international. She's 18. It's a young Bristol City backline. Up goes the signal. 2 arms up. What does that indicate? In swinger, far post, near post. Let's see. And it comes, near post it is, and it's flicked away. Not convincingly though. Curl back in, and then the header is comfortably saved by Kayla Marquis. Nicola Brown it was that curled it in, and Marquis has gone down now. And the physio is required again. Well, the players will be heading to the dressing room shortly here, but just running repairs, unfortunately, for Kayla Marquis. She's had a very strong first half for Bristol City. She's made some comfortable saves, but she's commanded her area well, and hopefully she'll be able to continue. We've used a number of keepers so far this season. Fran Bentley's made 1 appearance so far this season for Bristol City, and Olivia Clark, who's on the bench incidentally today, the Welsh international. She has also made 1 appearance, so a bit unusual, but 3 different keepers used. But Kayla Marquis was the player that was signed from Køge in Denmark to be the number 1. Well, there will be concern, and I'm sure that Olivia Clark will be ready if required. Something from Watford after a number of appearances this season, previously with Coventry. But hopefully Marquis will be able to continue. Quite sure what the injury is, but she's just getting to her feet now. Might have just overextended when she claimed a few moments ago. It was a high ball inside the 6-yard box, and well, hopefully she's going to be okay. Moving freely from here on in. Yeah, maybe just extending the knee, just making sure that she can lift off on that left foot, I think. So maybe the left knee, maybe the left leg has got a little bit of an issue. See that she's just feeling it a little bit here, Kayla Marquis. It'd be a real shame if she couldn't continue. But obviously we're so close to half-time here. We're going to have added on minutes to the added on minutes. But it is the way in modern football that we do get added on minutes. I think it's the right thing to do. I'm all for the stop clock. I don't think we'll ever get it. As soon as the ball goes out, futsal style. It's on towards Leon and Rachel Daly. Cleared back. T-Strup is on the move. It's a little short, and not surprisingly, it's a more forceful clearance for Aston Villa. He got the final touch on that one. Mailing stepped over it almost, as did Harrison. It's a Bristol City throw. Harrison again. And then one back by Powell. And ricochets out. Just a bit of a higher press here, maybe, from Bristol City, and you tend to think that Lauren Smith would want that. Yes, they're always going to be a little concerned about the ball over the top and the pacing behind, but if they engage a little further up and put that Villa backline under a bit more pressure, then potentially opportunities might come their way. A real strong challenge there by Megan Connolly, but it's Villa with the ball over the top. But they've got players back here, Bristol City, just tap back towards Marquis. She's going to test. Oh, she's going to test that injury, and straight away she's in trouble. And this is a real shame if she can't continue. It really is. But I think we just saw then that the injury is not going to let her play on. Ah, that is such a shame. She's had such a good first half. She looks a really good keeper. I just wonder if it's the foot. It's very difficult to tell. She was moving the left foot around. She says if she didn't want to jump off on it. There, she tried to play with the right and put her weight on the left and then just crumpled to the ground. And you can see that Olivia Clark, as we mentioned previously, is ready to come on. And she has a bit of experience this season with Watford before moving to Bristol City, obviously, so she's not going to be ring rusty, and she is a Welsh international. She played in the Nations League just last month, so she's going to be fit and ready. Now Marquis is coming off. That's a real shame. Something you do not like to see at all. Wait until Olivia Clark comes on. So we push into the 53rd minute here. I wonder how long we're going to go in this first half. We might 55. So Olivia Clark comes on, second appearance of the season. That's a good round of applause. Does Olivia Clark. And the Welsh international, born in England incidentally, in Lincoln, is coming on. As we mentioned, those lone appearances at Watford earlier this campaign in the Championship. And previously with Coventry, young keeper, but a talented one. Obviously 10 caps towards the end of last season. She's added to that for a country, so she's capable. So 6 minutes of added on time has grown to 8 already, and I reckon we might still have another 3, maybe even 4. I don't think I've ever seen a game that's gone to 60 minutes. I don't think we'll get that, or certainly a first half that's gone to 60 minutes. What's the issue here? Referee wants a word with Brooke Aston. Rachel Daly complaining. Naomi Lazel with her 2 penalties as well. And our referee, Mel Bergin, just reminding the 2 players of their responsibilities here. Didn't see the incident, but obviously something that the referee spotted. And another delay. Villa to restart. How many minutes remaining? Your guess is as good as mine. Cleared away. This is Mailing. Shot on the turn from Hansen is wide. It was a difficult opportunity. Did well really to just get it towards goal, but always going wide and not testing the new keeper. And that's something that Villa will look to, I'm sure. Carla Ward at half-time was saying, look, yes, she's got experience, but she's new to the game. And maybe try and put some long balls inside the area, some crosses from left and right just to test the handling, because Marquis was excellent. We'll test to see how good Olivia Clark is in situations like that. Oh, really good play, Adriana Leon. She needs a bit of help though. There's Bristol City players swarming all around her at the moment. Well, 10 minutes of added on time in the end, and no goals in the opening 45 minutes. It was the Rachel Furness shot that went closest for Bristol City. Villa have had more of the ball, but as it stands, and as we go to half-time, it is Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 0. Well, let's check out the highlights for you from an opening 45, Daly's flick, and the shot that was wide of the target from Rachel Coursey as Aston Villa started in really promising fashion early on. And letting fly as Marquise made the save, and then Morgan's effort was denied by Van Domselaar. This was the shot from distance taken on by Furness from Bristol City that was well saved by Van Domselaar, tipped over the bar, and then late on Villa with some good footwork inside the area, but a shot from Blinkilla Brown was blocked by Rachel Daly, and that was the closest that Aston Villa came late on in that first half. So, well, defence is on top certainly in the opening 45 minutes at Ashton Gate, and so we'll be back for the second half for you in around about 13-14 minutes time. Half time here, Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 0.
Excited, would say nervous, but nervous doesn't really suit me, so yeah, excited. We're passionate about what we're trying to do, we know what we're going after, we know it's going to be tougher than it ever has been, so very excited of what's to come.
I'm feeling really excited and curious in the new season to see how far we'll reach with Chelsea.
What excites me about this team is we've had very little disruption to the current squad. Being able to bring in Jill Roord, who's a top player.
We have a new team together, and I'm really excited to see how we can do in this WSL, and looking forward to it.
We've had a good pre-season so far, 7 new signings who are bedded in well. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're really pleased with the performance levels. We've had some tough games in pre-season, tested ourselves against European opposition.
I think it's going to be a big step up this year, but I think we're riding the confidence of promotion and we're hoping to really carry it into this year.
I'm looking forward to it. We've obviously got new players in, new manager in, fresh start, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the season starting.
The team goal is to win trophies. Right now we have the cup to give everything for and the league, so of course we want to win trophies this year.
Team goals for the season is to win. We want to be successful, we want to win trophies, we enjoy winning silverware, so that's got to be the aim. We're in it to win it.
We just need to work and improve on what we did well at the end of last season, compete with the top teams and be in and around it.
If we can be even better in the aspects of keeping the ball, be good at dominating the games, it doesn't matter if it's top 4, if it's the rest of the league. We want to have our own identity, and so basically just building on that.
I think it's just building on what we did towards the end of last season. We obviously have our internal goals, but as a team we'll be looking to build on what happened last season. Yeah.
To be competitive, we want to make sure that we surprise teams, and that doesn't necessarily mean in the obvious ways. It means in the fact that we've got ambition, grit, we want to prove our point, we want to play football. And we want to make sure it's exciting for fans because they've been following us through this journey the last 2 years, so I want to make it just as enjoyable for them again.
Ooh, definitely hard-working.
Ambitious.
Is that the right word?
Together.
Quality.
Driven.
Funny.
Passionate.
Togetherness is one word.
I think resilient as well.
Relaxed.
Good people.
Passion.
We love our fans, they're great.
The fans should come down and watch us because we will leave nothing in the tank. We'll put it all out there, we'll work our absolute socks off. So please fans, come and watch us.
We have a good team, we have a team that's passionate. We've got some talented players at this football club, and we're really looking forward to seeing what we can achieve this year.
I really hope that we in Chelsea can put out a show for the fans, play some good football, show some winning mentality, both when it goes good, we want to do it even better, but also when it's not that easy. I think this season will be extremely competitive, and yeah, there's no reason for the fans not to be there.
We're playing against some of the best players in the world, playing against some of the best teams, and it's our chance to make our mark.
The fans should watch Arsenal because we play good football, we play exciting football, we want to score goals and we want to have possession and dominate games.
They rock Walsall time and time again. The support towards last season was arguably one of the best in the division.
So get your tickets now, guys.
Our fans should look out for every new signing that we have made. Really interesting players with different qualities. So yeah, watch out.
Yeah, we're pleased with who we brought in. What we wanted to do with this recruitment was make sure that we added strength and depth competition for places. We needed goals, so Sophia Roman coming in is a big part of that. We're looking forward to seeing how she settles in.
Janice came in. I think she's very composed on the ball, and then I'd also say Deanne Rose because she's got a lot of experience in the league and she's very quick.
As I said, it's a very new look side, a lot of new signings, but I think that's exciting. We're a new look team, but we're excited to show what we can do.
We've obviously got to 5th spot for the first time, so I think what's different is the ambition and drive from the club is, you know, high from us, and hopefully we can do well this year.
New squad, we lost quite a few players last season. We've also got a new manager, so I think our style of play will change. Maybe the formations that we play within that. Yeah, so quite a few changes.
Last season was a really tough season, but it was almost just about surviving, whereas now we've got a fresh slate, so everyone's really excited to get going.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Pinto, and this is Get to Know. I think Brighton is the perfect project. The club has such a good vision, and it's a very ambitious club. And I just think I suit here very good, so I'm really happy to join Brighton and looking forward for the next season. Very good. It's very sunny right now in this moment, so I'm really enjoying the time here, knowing a lot of new players, the staff, the club, everything here, but I am feeling very happy in the moment with everyone here. No, in personal, no, but I knew about Pauline, about Vicky, about Robo. That was some few faces that I already saw in other games. So yeah, I'm just very excited to know all of them and to learn a bit from them also. Very good, very close to us, very worried to know our concerns, very close. So very excited to start with the team and to start the league with everyone. Well, that's a good question. No, I think my main
I'm Sandy. I'm Kiara, and this is Save Reacts.
Rebecca Welsh takes the first look at the watch, and Chelsea might be able to win it here. It's Sam Kerr. She's clean through.
Oh, right.
Stopped by Roebuck.
Big and strong
she is.
Made herself big. Oh, thanks.
Tonight you didn't even just pull off a worldie. Oh, nice.
Thanks, Kiki. We'll watch it again if we have to.
Ropes again.
Ooh. Oh, this is
yeah.
I thought this would be the one.
Reaction. And that is a vial. She just went. Nah, she's going. No, that was a great reaction too.
Yeah, right on the goal line. Alright, this is the Daily Roebuck show. I remember this one. Yeah, it was like the Chelsea one. Nice Roby.
Great positioning.
I think it was only like 1-0 this game or something.
Yeah, actually. Love the face shots as well.
Oh, she did well to stay up there.
Yeah, I would have been down. Why is she so open?
Yeah. Very defending, but not really to judge that, are we? But we shall.
It's all about the same. Great save, Rose. I can't even use the save that I made. Surely not going to show the goal.
Oh. Nice, Kiki.
Get out of here. I just get out of my house.
Oosh. Sent to the shops. Nice, Kiki. Same big.
Big. And up for the rebounds. Come on.
Straight up. Sponsored by Daily Roebuck. Oh, nice.
Why did that? Yeah, that looked really weird. And again,
not the
get
punch.
Out, get out of here.
Should get out more, shouldn't we?
That's you. I don't like that. Even that kit looks
Oh, I love that kit.
Nice.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, not to make excuses, but those mitre balls, when they're brand new, are so slippy. Should be catching this, you know. Ooh,
that was great defending by Barry.
Yeah.
Big up, Barry.
Oh, that's it. Oh, lovely. Well, nice. 3 clips between
Wrapped up.
Welcome back. Players out for the second half here at Aston Gate. No goals in the opening 45 minutes. No real significant and clear-cut chances, we'd have to say. The expected goal figure as we rattled off midway through that first half is pretty much as it was then. 0.18 Bristol City, 0.42 for Aston Villa. Attempts on goal 12 in the match and on target 4, but that just indicates that there haven't been good opportunities. Not clear-cut opportunities. So to a certain extent it's not the players' fault, it's teams that have got to create those bigger chances, those clear-cut chances, and try and put them away. Bristol City have been good on the counter, been impressed with the likes of Tistrup and Furness getting forward into good positions. Really thought that Morgan on the right-hand side had a really good first 45 minutes. Aston Villa have had more of the ball, they've been a bit more measured, a bit more forceful. But we haven't seen the best of Rachel Daly just yet. Hansen's been good left-hand side. Adriana Leon on the right flank's been okay as well. There is talent here. Will we see any goals, though? If Villa do manage a point, yes, it'll be their first of the season, but they will probably come away from this fixture thinking, well, maybe we should have had more than just the one. But plenty of the balance here, 45 minutes to come. Let's hope for some goals in the second half. Underway then for the second half here at Aston Gate in the Barclays Women's Super League. Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 0 after 45 minutes in which Villa dominated the play, but were unable to beat Caelan Marquise, who's subsequently been replaced. Olivia Clark, of course, the player who came on very late on in that first half, the reserve keeper, the second choice keeper. And that's the only change that we know of. I don't think there's been any changes heading into the second half. There's plenty of talent on the bench for both players, of course, for both teams, and be interesting if we see the likes of Shania Hales, potentially. Emily Syme's been coming on for Bristol City for Aston Villa. Lisa Lehmann is on the bench. Jordan Nobbs has got a brilliant record against Bristol City, incidentally, also on the bench as well. So we shall see. Second half underway. And Villa have possession, as we saw for much of the first half. That's cleverly in field, back out towards Pacheco. Just unable to take the ball with her there. It was an awkward bounce, in fairness to her. Kept in play, not quite, by Rachel Corsi. Well, that's a coming together of two players on the same side, and I thought that the referee might stop that. They're both back up on their feet. Here's Pacheco. Oh, really good skill. Fed back by Hansen initially. Technique of the players have been excellent. Aston Villa, the 1 and 2 touch play. And when they play at this tempo, you tend to think that they should be able to break Bristol City down. And again to curl it inside the area, teasing ball in towards Daly. And back out towards Leon, who's popped up over on this left-hand side. That's good forceful play from Aston Villa, but it will be a Bristol City throw. Just get the feeling here that Aston Villa are beginning to turn the screw just a little bit. We shall see. Good ball to the right-hand side and snap back in towards Hansen. Might open up a little bit here on the edge of the penalty area. Shot isn't forthcoming initially. Still Aston Villa looking for a way in. Corsi to play it to that right-hand side. Plenty of Villa shirts inside the area. Towards Daly, it's cleared away once more. Is there a counter for Bristol City? Bristol City just pushing out a little bit here. That's a clever ball to the right-hand side. It's just going to bounce through, I think, here. And Bristol City will clear. It's a throw. Band of Aston Villa supporters you can hear at the moment, looking to get behind their team as Blinkilla Brown forces it back to edge of the penalty area. Daly and Leon, who switched wings interestingly in this second half. It's an interesting tactic from Carla Ward. Pacheco Looking for the reverse ball, kept in play just. That's really good determination here. Blinkilla Brown comes back inside towards Pacheco. Where is the opening for Villa? A lot of players forward here. Bristol City with players back. Awkward bounce, but comfortably dealt with. Bristol City have possession once again over on that left-hand side. Haven't managed a clean sheet in the Women's Super League since January 21, a 3-0 home success against Brighton. It's a long time ago. Obviously, they slipped into the second tier for a couple of campaigns, but even so. Here come Aston Villa once more. Leon. Pacheco just slows down a little bit here. Adrian alone takes a touch. Shimmy and a shuffle here. She got the wherewithal to try and find a teammate. Oh, that's really good. This is Pacheco to pull it back. Might fall for Daly. Bristol City clear for now, but the pressure is still on. Dorsey with a touch. Well, she brought down. Bristol City have possession. And is there a counter on here for the home side? Jones initially plays it back. Morgan to take a touch. Corsic. Villa have it again. Highest line from Bristol City on this occasion. And still looking to come forward. It should be cleared away, and is by Megan Connolly. But most of the play now very much in that attacking Aston Villa third. It won't fall for Daly. Nicola Brown with a touch. Leon waits edge of the penalty area. Mailing will play it back. Aston Villa dominating possession in this second half. They have come out with renewed determination here. Now, can they make their possession count? This is Pacheco. They spread the play well from left to right and then back again. Patton, former Arsenal player. Pacheco, Leon's to the left-hand side. Pacheco will feed it in. I don't think that was the worst ball. Daly's made the run a bit too early for me. Well, Blinkilla Brown has. Daly was outside of the penalty area. Won back brilliantly. Strong play in central midfield. Bristol City coming forward. Finesse with the crossfield ball. Controlled by Ella Powell. Abby Harrison to swing in. Daphne Van Domselaar will hold. Highest line here for Bristol City. Leon, you could see just on the shoulder of the Bristol City full-back. Here she is. Bristol City just backpedaling a little as Aston Villa probe once again. Pacheco has been a little bit more involved in this second half. It's not going to run for an Aston Villa player. Have we seen enough of Blinkilla Brown and Kenzadali as well to try and give support to the likes of Leon and Hansen in this game? And Daly, well, she had that flick in the first half, but it's been difficult for her. Bristol City have been very, very well organised at the back so far. Villa come again, that's well worked. Daly might be able to get through here and take the touch and go for glory, just wide of the target. That was beautifully worked, and if there's one player that you want on the end of that, it is Rachel Daly. Just look at the movement here from Daly. She times her on to perfection, lets it come across her body. It's a metre wide, it's close. Maybe the closest that Aston Villa have come. Any lapse in concentration from that Bristol City backline and Villa are going to be in, you sense that. But Bristol City have got bodies forwards here now. What can they do? A real snap in the challenge in that middle third. Bristol City have it once again. Harrison will play it back. On Smith's side, come forward once more. We've had 11 minutes of this second half. Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 0. This is Connolly. Villa just backing away, looking to draw the press potentially here. Good defensive header, but it will fall for Carrie Jones. And now it's with Morgan, and Bristol City coming forward. And Van Domselaar will claim. Given away. Villa a little sloppy, and then one back. Bristol City on the move. Jones. Villa back in defensive mode all of a sudden. Bristol City, as we've said for much of this match, when they do engage further up, they look to be a better side. They've given it away there. Mailing, though, will pick up the loose ball. And now Daly dropping deep, looking for the crossfield ball to try and hit Lyon, but that's easily cleared away. However, the pressure's going to stay on that Bristol City backline here. Hansen coming forward, the layoff here towards Daly, who will take it on and still going forward. Can she pull it back? Finesse is in the way. And again, you just sense that Aston Villa just beginning to get that space and create those chances. Percentage possession has kicked on to nearly 70 for Aston Villa. 69 at the moment. 10 shots, 3 on target so far. Back from Bristol City. Cleared away by Van Domselaar. And kept in ball. How about that for control and footwork for Adriana Lyon? That was something special. With the entrance fee, wonderful take and awareness and touch. Oh, clip forwards here and good running, but surely Clark will get to that, or will she? Just a little bit sluggish off a line. Cleared away once more. Villa, though, beginning to work the angles here at the moment. And that's a clever ball. And there's a big chance here. Straight down the keeper's throat. And Olivia Clark makes the save, but Aston Villa know that that should have been better. Kenza Dali took it on. Straight down the throat of the keeper. Makes it look easy, but credit the positioning. Villa just beginning to show their quality here. Bristol City are always going to be dangerous on the break. The 1-2, and again they trade passes really well, and the ball over the top here towards Lyon, but that's going to curl away. It was a nice idea. Bristol is gone. Well, here's a first change for Bristol City, or first outfield change at least, and we're going to see a couple of alterations here. Emily Simon has been used every single game so far. Abby Harrison, who started the game well, she's being replaced. We're going to see Mary Ward as well, the 17-year-old England junior international. And Emily Simon also coming on. Harrison the first to be replaced, and as we wait for Syme to come on, who is the player that's going to come off here? Confirmation of that other change in just a second. So Bristol City make the change. Battling play. Carrie Jones has been excellent in this game for Bristol City. She really has. Well, the change has seen Emily Tistrup come off. So Tistrup and Harrison, the players to have gone off. Syme and Ward, the players to have come on. Confirm that change for you. In fact, it was Finesse who came off, so Finesse is the player that's come off. Tistrup is still on. It's confirmation of that change. There's a little confusion there. There we go, confirmation. Finesse, the player to be replaced, and well, we'll see what Emily Syme can do. She's got some real good quality about her. She was a regular last season in the Championship. She started some 20 games, featured in all of the fixtures. Villa coming forward, Bristol City with the highest line here. Hansen. Another good, strong challenge. This time from Lazelle. Drilled in towards Daly. So just past the hour. Further changes. Jordan Nobbs coming on. Ebony Salmon also coming on. Kenza Dali, her first start of the season, being replaced. And Adriana Leon is the other player that's come off. Two changes there for Aston Villa. Villa come forward again. 1-2 might just work out here. Oh, it's a good-looking ball in. Side-footed effort that isn't quite caught right. Touch from Jordan Nobbs. Got a great record against Bristol City. He's been involved in 7 goals in the last 5 WSL appearances against Bristol City. 3 goals, 4 assists. This is Hansen to drill it in low. It evades everyone. It took a wicked deflection for the good as far as Bristol City were concerned. She's got 5 goals and 6 assists against the Robins in the competition. She's been excellent against them. Into the final quarter of the game in the next minute or so. Will her quality and experience count? Well, that was always going wide. Taking the shot on from distance. Danielle Turner scored against Sheffield United in the League Cup. So Nobbs on for Blinkilla Brown and Salmon on for Lyon. So Dali is still on. Yeah, just a disjointed display at the moment from Aston Villa in the last 5 or 6 minutes or so. Bristol City seem keen to hold out for the draw, but there's still 23 minutes remaining of this fixture. It's not going to be easy. Villa come forward again. It's going to be a throw in to Aston Villa. Pacheco. And again, gets half a yard, does get the cross in. Oh, Connolly didn't know where he was for a split second, but Olivia Clark was there. Bristol City coming forward. Oh, that might fall through here. Good keeping from Van Domselaar. Really good clearance as well. Bristol City, who face Everton next weekend away from home, and then a really difficult schedule after that. Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea in quick order. Not going to be easy for them. And they know that they have to pick up something from this fixture. I would wager Aston Villa have got West Ham and Everton next games before they run into Manchester City. But the games against West Ham and Everton, they will target one away, one at home, and potentially be able to get some points from that. As it is, they hold a point here, and it will be their first of the season, let's not forget. They've been unlucky in a couple of fixtures so far. Villa have possession again. Three waits inside the penalty area. Really looking to get the cross in. That's a corner. Dali across to take. Daly waits. Of course, he waits inside the penalty area as well. Danielle Turner up from the back edge of the penalty area. It's good movement. I think that may well be another corner, you know. No, goal kick. Villa have possession again. Pacheco on this near side, always willing. Oh, that's a difficult one to control. Initially, Jordan Nobbs did really well, but then lost out, unfortunately. Just turned inside. Kenza Dali has it once more. Corsi. Nobbs to take a touch. Corsi has it again. Daly to turn here, and she can let fly. So really good block from Connolly, but it was handball potentially. I thought she was just getting her arm in front of her body, really. Well, here's an opportunity. So who fancies this one? Mailing standing over it at the moment. Only walking back towards the free kick taker as it stands. And she looked to curl in, lined up 4 on the left, 1 on the right, 2 down the centre. Danielle Turner just moves to the right as we look. There's some distance out. Sarah Mailing is lining this one up. What can she conjure from it? And it's saved by Clark. She got across well to her right-hand side. It was curling in. But Villa beginning to pressure that Bristol City backline once again. Good footwork here. Villa with a corner. Drilled into the near post again. It's nodded away. That's a really good defensive header. Mailing to curl back inside the box though. Nodded down as well inside the penalty area. Just won't fall for a Villa player. Cleared away initially by Morgan. Touch from Jones. 17 minutes remaining here. Are we going to see a winner from one of these two? This is Jordan Nobbs, who does well to win it and then loses possession. We've got a player down at the moment. Hansen continues. Dali keeps it in play on this near side. Villa have got the bit between their teeth at the moment, that's for sure. It is Pacheco. Still looking for a way in. Danielle Turner. Now it's with Nobbs with a layoff, but it's a misplaced pass. It's a poor ball from Jordan Nobbs. Tries to win it back. And Bristol City on the counter lose possession, and Villa will come again. Dali. Nobbs. Pacheco. Hansen looking to come in field. It won't fall for Nobbs. It should be inched back here by Amy Rogers. All of the ball, Aston Villa. We've seen little of Bristol City in this second half. It's a heavy touch though from the substitute Ebony Salmon, who we've seen little of. She did score against Sheffield United in the Conti Cup after moving from Houston in the States. Bristol City take their time. Well, Aston Villa have seen a lot of the ball, but they need to use it a little better when they do play with pace. Move the ball just that little bit quicker. This is a bit pedestrian at the moment from Carla Ward's side. They've got some good technicians in the team. Bristol City defence backpedaling at the moment as Aston Villa come forward once more. Again, this is where it just gets a little too slow. Corsi to turn. Nobbs with a back to goal. Tries to lay it off here. Here she is again, but she's been well marshalled and well marked since coming on as a substitute. Back towards Danielle Turner. Space to move into for Turner here. And again, it's backwards and sideways rather than forwards. This is Corsi. Now it's Turner again. First time ball. Oh, the turn inside the area is good from Salmon, and can she put it on a play? Oh, it's gone in! Well, I'm not quite sure if it's Ebony Salmon or if it's a deflection and then it's an own goal. I don't think Daly got anything on it, but her movement was key, and Aston Villa lead. Oh, you have to say they deserve it. This is a really good turn. She shows strength, and then she tries to, I think, play it towards Daly, and it takes a deflection potentially off Connolly. It might go down as an own goal, this one. Salmon's going to try and claim it, obviously, but we'll have to look at it again. Was it on target? I think it was meant as a pass. Salmon will claim it. That's the turn, that's the movement and the strength. Well, however it's gone in, it's a Villa goal, and it could be huge in the context of not just this match, but their season. 13 minutes remaining. Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 1. Villa have been pressing and probing for much of this second half. They have been the better side, and they have got their reward. What are Bristol City made of here? They went behind, of course, in that game against West Ham and came back to win. That is really strong play, terrific football from Danielle Turner, and gets a high five for it, and why not? Well, I think you've got to give Aston Villa an awful lot of credit here, because they have stuck to their principles. They have played the way that Carla Wood wants to play, and they have got their reward. I think it's going to go down as an own goal for Megan Connolly, which is unfortunate for her. She had to try and do something. She had to try and get the to block the cross. And Domsala will collect here, second time of asking, after the ball came in from the right-hand side and Amy Rogers. Villa have just got to keep their concentration here. We've seen so little of Ebony Salmon when she came on, but that's what she can do. She's such a good footballer. She's still only young, 22. She's much travelled, but she's got that ability. I think this could kickstart Aston Villa's season. The win over Sheffield United in midweek in the League Cup was expected, but it was ruthless. 5-0 success. And okay, Bristol City are not one of the leading lights in the Barclays Women's Super League, but they have got quality, and off the back of a big win for themselves, their confidence was high. Still got 10 minutes plus in this fixture. It's not done and dusted yet, but you get the sense that Villa here might be able to manage the game and get the job done. We shall see. Bristol City are not going to give it up, that's for certain. What's the turn? Pacheco. Here is Rachel Daly. Where is she? Not the usual centre-forward position, but she's managed to keep possession. Hansen. Hansen again. He can get up quickly. Still not gone out of play. Bristol City will clear, but this is good from Aston Villa. They've kept the pressure on. They're looking to play on the front foot, but Bristol City here coming forward once more. Really good play from Tistrup, and then she loses out, and Aston Villa have it again. Is there a breakaway potentially here? Some really strong challenges coming in. Determination and industry from both sets of players. Pacheco as well. She's had a good game on the left-hand side.
Substitution for Aston Villa, leaving the field to number 10, Hamza Daly, in replacement.
Zidane is coming off. And Lucy Stanleyforth, such a terrific player, got back on in the England squad recently. She was on the bench for Nations League game. She's a wonderful footballer, an awful lot of experience. She can strike a ball like few others. First time that she was not in the starting 11 for this game. 2.5 years at Manchester United, she rocked up at Villa last January, back in the early part of this calendar year. Scored a goal against Brighton in a 6-2 away win. And this is her 149th WSL appearance, incidentally, the 150 up next time. Defensive work to do here for Villa, not over just yet. It's a dangerous looking ball in, and it ricochets around, and it's cleared away to the edge of the area. Daly is there, battling hard. Good strong play as Amy Rogers helps win it back. This means so much to these players, you can really sense it. Daly doing the hard yards at the back. Villa determined not to let this one go, but Bristol City have still got something to say about it, that is for certain. Villa, of course, haven't got a clean sheet so far this season. Bristol City with an opportunity to put Villa under pressure here. And Dom Salah, who's been really good so far in this game, she might be tested again here. She is, but that's good concentration, good handling as well from the Dutch international, and she slows things down. Given what's happened to them this season, there's bound to be a few nerves. Bristol City come forward again. It's not going to be easy, this final 7 minutes or so, plus added on time. And Dom Salah again. This time puts the laces through it. Nodded back. Villa have it once more. Pacheco, who's had a very good game at left back. Here she is once again. Fed back towards Van Domselaar. 6 minutes remain. Gonna go in search of another. Romps will take a touch. Corsi. It's a free kick. Last WSL win for Villa came last game of last season against Arsenal. Just 3 successes in their last 13 in all competitions. Someone coming forward again. Always positive movement inside the penalty area. Dangerous looking ball. Second opportunity taken. Brilliant technique. Wonderful strike. Villa have two, and that could just about rubber stamp the win. The reaction here from Ebony Salmon is top draw. She gets the crossing, which is dangerous. It comes back to her. How about that for technique? The balance, the poise. Wonderful goal, left-footed. Olivia Clark couldn't keep it out, and Aston Villa have a second. And in fairness, over the course of this second half, that I think is about fair. Salmon at the double as Shania Hales comes on for Bristol City, making a change with 4 minutes to go, but tend to think here that the change is too little too late. Well, Bristol City battled well in the first half, certainly, but it's been difficult for them. What can they do in this situation? Well, not good enough in the end. There's some good movement really from Bristol City, but the efforts on target have got to be better than that. And they have shown in fits and starts that they are capable. But today, it's going to be a day which sees Aston Villa pick up their first Barclays Women's Super League success of the season. Villa coming again, looking for a third. Hansen slows it down. This is experienced play, isn't it, here? She's lost possession, but wastes a few seconds. We've still got 2 minutes of the added on to 2 minutes plus added on time remaining. Nothing like done yet. Hales, really good touch, and coming forward. There might be something for Bristol City here. It's an excellent clearance. Danielle Turner across. What a game she's had at the back, incidentally. Brilliant defensive work. Curled in and headed towards goal, but always going wide. Aston Villa just slow it down. Clear to this near side, flicked on and kept in play, is it? Not quite. And Bristol City want to get on with it, understandably. Brooke Aspin will take the throw. Anywhere will do for Aston Villa. It's another free kick. '90's just about up. How many minutes have added on time will we get? Not as much as the first half, I suspect. 4 minutes.
4 additional minutes.
That feels about right. Free kick when we restart here for Bristol City. They need 2 goals in those 4 minutes, and it's not going to be easy. High line here from Aston Villa. Just look where they're positioned. Front towards the penalty area. Flick on doesn't quite come off, and it should be cleared away by Salmon, who's made such a difference, of course, since coming on. She forced the own goal, and she scored the second. Daly still battling. She wants her goal, of course. But the one won't be the same. Rachel Daly doesn't get on the score sheet, but that's looking increasingly likely now. Touch from Connolly. Salmon wins it back. Corsi aiming on that right-hand side. She's been steady. Another good performance from her. Nobbs will help it on. Daly has it now. Nobbs wants it again. The run wasn't spotted. Salmon will take a touch, and she'll play back for Daly. Nobbs has got some space to move into here, potentially, to keep her good record going against Bristol City. There might be another for Aston Villa. Hansen will slow it down on this near side, sensibly so. Visiting Villa supported wanted another one. They might not get it, but it looks like they're going to get the win. It's a little loose as Bristol City look to clear. Hansen. And that throw is going to go Bristol City's way.
The attendance for today's game is 4,407. We thank you for your support.
Thumped away by Connolly. Foot back in field. Bristol City, what surely will be a consolation now. Wales turns into trouble. Still a chance to get one back, maybe. Hansen, who's been excellent on the left, doing the hard yards, back in that left back position, helping out. Final 20 seconds of the added on 4. Daly, just to slow it down and knock it forward, and that might just be enough here for Aston Villa. Four minutes of added on time is up. And Villa are on the brink of their first BWSL win of the season. Pacheco, who's been standout at left back, to play it back. Here she is again. Wants a little bit of movement in front of her. Still a few more seconds. Just an extra minute they're going to play by the looks. Bergen just playing a few more. Oh, wonderful touch. Wants to play it back. Looking to receive it again. Huge relief for Aston Villa. A first win of the season. They've been unlucky in 1 or 2 games this campaign. An own goal from Connolly that was made by Salmon, really, and Ebony Salmon with the second goal, the difference between the two sides. Villa had the quality, they had much of the ball, most of the possession, and in the second half they created the chances, and Bristol City had no answer. Full time at Ashton Gate, it's finished here. Bristol City 0, Aston Villa 2. So Villa get their first BWSL win of the season. Let's check out the highlights from today's game. Villa certainly started promisingly. Daly's flick, and then Corsi's effort was wide of the target as Villa were very much the stronger side in the first half. This effort was comfortably saved by Marquez, who had to go off injured, unfortunately, towards the end of the first half. Morgan on the right-hand side had a good opening half an hour for Bristol City. This is the closest they came. Vanessa's effort that was tipped over by Van Domselaar. Villa towards the end of the first half started to create plenty of chances. Hansen was good. Hansen was mainly on that left-hand side, and when it fell towards Daly, it was Blinker Brown that got in the way to a certain extent, and Bristol City could clear into the second half, and Leon was good, and Pacheco as well. Daly's effort was blocked. Just wouldn't fall for a Villa player inside the penalty area, but this second half you can see they had so many opportunities. This was Daly's effort as Bristol City just begun to tire over the course of the second half of the second period, and the shots started to rain down on Olivia Clark's goal, who was of course the substitute keeper who came on for Kayla Marquise. That was a good stop. She got across well to her right hand side. However, she was unable to stop this chance because it was an own goal, as you can see here. Ebony Salmon racing free. She was trying to centre towards Rachel Daly. Came off Megan Connolly. Unfortunately for her, she had a good game, but Connolly's touch meant that Villa took the lead, and then Salmon first reacted as the ball came back towards her and rifled home beyond Olivia Clark to make it 2. She had a starring role from off the bench. She was a difference maker for Aston Villa, and it is Villa that leapfrog Bristol City in the standings. 5 defeats on the spin, but Villa get their first success of the season. They've beaten Bristol City here by 2-0. From all of us, it's goodbye.